where to start, isn't it? Nice little penetration. Everybody just about got a touch in that offense too. Got to control tempo, Croatia. Got to restrict their turnovers. Somebody told me they were producing like 40 turnovers a game out of the opposition. That ain't bad work for defense. Your defense.
And that pass just in front of Vernon Carey, a little bit too much here.
I think he wanted Carey to do too much, come off his mark, and Carey had him pinned fairly steady, fairly good.
I like the fire that Harmon brings for the USA. See if Croatia can get on the board here. Bosniak pump fake and quick release. Good rebound. Harmon crosses midcourt now up to Carey Jr. and Carey Jr. I think he was blocked. So that was Percussion. This is like his old man. Getting in there and doing the business already. And that jump hook, however, not like his father. And quickly to the other end, Harmon puts it up off the glass and in.
Yeah, and that's something they got to stop. Into that transition, that's not even a transition. It's just one end to the end and ending up with a layup. To play a bit of better defense than that.
And tough finish there. Rudon, man, you said they need to have, and quickly, like a layup drill that time for Wendell Moore Jr.
Yeah, this intimidation factor is going to be huge for Croatia. They've got to get through this first 5 minutes with at least a sniff of still staying in the game.
Well, three-pointer. No good, but a foul.
There's Roach, isn't it, on the far side, number 5, Jeremy Roach.
So 3 free throws coming. He did indeed. Fouled the three-point shooter.
Unfortunate, just followed through a little too much, didn't he?
So coming out already is Rudon, for whatever reason. What do you read into that?
Just a defense. Just, you got 2 back-to-back layups from that weren't fast break layups, where they just end-to-end transition. Nobody picked up the ball. Nobody stopped it.
So nothing like just kind of easing your way into the game, getting to the free throw line. Makes 2 of 3. Now quickly, and Roach flies in off the glass.
Another layup for Roach, same as the one he got the first time. The guards have just hit 6, just going right at the hoop.
Pass and ball batted away by the USA. Roach again, boy, he's explosive. Harmon from the left corner. And
yeah, they're not going to think twice about these shots, that's for sure.
oh, beautiful bounce pass, pump fake. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's one thing, you have to get the pump fake to get Carey Jr. off of his feet. Watch this. And then you got to worry about somebody else flying in to block your shot.
Well, Carey picked up that foul, Jeff. Didn't think he touched him. He flew through. I knew that.
Yeah, thought foul was on the other.
It was Weems was in there. Well, wasn't he? Weems was the one that blocked the shot. And Carey's got it on the screen there, on the scoreboard.
You've got both Weems and Harmon wearing the white headbands.
Oh, you gonna complain?
Roach gets it to Vernon Carey. And again, Vernon Carey finding some resistance. And this time, able to get it to go.
Jeff, he elevated, but off a standing jump there, almost he went up and flushed it. Just a super explosion.
Cashin. Bosniak misses down low.
You know, Jeff, I like that. Bosniak took his time, waited to see the double team was coming. Another layup here.
And the follow no good, but a foul called.
It's on Bosniak, I think. Look at this. Now, Carey gets his second rebound. Watch him elevate now. Gets it close to dunking it.
I got a second tap there. I didn't see that.
Isaiah Stewart's Carey out, Stewart in.
And boy, Roach is a big, strong body, isn't he?
That's
that was Weems.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Well, I'm just looking at Isaiah Stewart. He's a bigger body than Carey. 14 for USA.
Roach out. So just to set it again, Barnes. And nice, sweet jump shot by Percussion. Barnes' feet looked to slip a bit there, and crashing the boards there was USA, but unsuccessfully. Now Harmon quickly into transition to USA, and the basket is good. So more scores.
Super move for ball, wasn't it? Took the Croatian defense on right here. He wasn't going to back away from this one.
So timeout on the floor called by Croatia.
Jeff, you remember that game out in Crete?
Okay, we're not hearing the coach, so hopefully we'll get that in a second. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Yeah, remember that game out in Crete when Croatia played USA in the final? And one of the reasons Croatia got close to USA, they controlled tempo. Their guards who could deal with the pressure at guard position. But they also found a way to win was in that low post. Remember, they kept going to that low post. And it was successful for them. And it got them back into the game. It was very low scoring in the end. And then and then the kid for Croatia missed his free throw with like 4 seconds left.
Could have won it.
Could have won it, yeah.
Well, USA still would have had possession, but a little bit of time. So it's Barnes, Carey, Harmon, Moore, and Weems on the court for the USA right now.
Stewart, sorry, it's not Carey, Stewart's out there, 14.
Bosniak, he's Davic, Gulin, Parlo, and Percussion for Croatia. Now the cross-court pass, and three-pointer is good from Gulin, Ivan Gulin. Well,
that's a big shot, huge shot. They'll give him so much confidence.
Timeout. Yeah, and now the quick rotation, knocking the ball away from Stewart.
Look at the results Croatia have had, Jeff. They beat Philippines, Argentina, which you expect, lost by 28 to France.
Now listen, you're going to be impressed by this. I have, on very good authority, a Croatian basketball journalist who's a good friend of mine that was listening to that timeout. And his comments, see the long jump shot here. Here's what the Croatian coach had to say in the huddle. I'll tell you in just 1 second when the ball stops. Oh, behind the back pass. Croatia's playing now. Percussion over to his teammate, and the ball now in the hands of Harmon. And USA missed again. That was Parlo who missed that shot the previous trip down. He's got the ball now, Parlo. Now Percussion turns, and his pass right into the lane, and it's going to start a break. And Harmon flies in for the dunk.
Yeah, Percussion put a nice little bounce pass down there, but I don't think the whoever it was expecting. Was it Bosniak?
And now the drive, and Parlo misses. Long jumper, no good. Air ball. So here's what the coach said. Here's what the coach said. He said we need to get back. The Croatian coach said this as you look at the dunk from Harmon. We need to get back on defense faster. They keep pushing the ball on our backs. Why aren't you fouling? We committed only one foul, and they are getting layups.
Which we talked about, isn't it? You get too easy. Nobody stopped the ball. 1-3-1 zone defense here for Croatia, just trying to stem this flow of points.
Here's Barnes flying in. Ooh. That was an impressive finish.
Well, the problem is 1-3-1, Jeff. You overlaid that baseline with some leapers and jumpers, and you got all sorts of problems rebounding, haven't you?
Gulin. And Prasovic. His father was a pretty good shooter in his day. Oh, now the turnover. Lost control of the ball was the USA's Jalen Suggs. And Prasovic. Cashin. Now Prasovic. Now into the corner. And a bit too long. Wozniak with the rebound. Again into the corner. And this time the three-pointer is good. So Gulin has 2 threes now.
Another note in this Croatian team, I think there's 5 players that are actually under 16s, 2002 born. It's a young team.
Missed the foul. Green for 3, rims out, but the offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, that's tasty work from Isaiah Stewart there. Big snatch to bring it in and throw it down easily.
And that's where a lot of teams struggle, competing with that athleticism in that low post against the United States. Athleticism matched by size, and now the pressure from Suggs forces the turnover. And I think that was needed to commit the foul.
Yeah, it was indeed. He turned it over, had to get back quickly. Just caught Jalen Suggs as he goes in for that layup. I think he's on his knee. First signing of Jalen Green, Jeff, number 7 for the USA.
Yep, Jalen Green talking to the referee about something.
Isaac Okoro's in for a first time as well on the far side, number 4. So and Mobley. So some Evan Mobley, number 12. So all subs all around here.
Okoro. He was impressive in the warm-ups. Suggs a little bit too long. Gashin with the rebound. Nedic hands it off, so not fully punished after that turnover. Gulin hands it off to Cashin. Oh, and there's another turnover.
Defensive pressure, Jeff, just telling little by little. They're inching their way ahead in this game, the Americans, as you'd expect. Here's that zone defense. Look at they loaded up the baseline there, and that's
Mobley touch pass to Stewart.
That's what I say.
Goodness, you know,
me. 1-3-1. You put 2 big jumpers down the bottom, and you can't cope.
So right up on Nedic. Well, Nedic lost his footing. It's another turnover for him, and then Suggs. Alley-oop pass to Okoro.
Beautiful lay. Just laid it on a plate, Suggs. It's the ultimate teamwork, isn't it?
And Suggs Looks like he jammed a finger or something. They're going to get in a substitute for him. And Green flies past. So that was the end result. Suggs again to Okoro. Now from the corner, and Green misses that quickly. Medic couldn't quite get it off at the end of the quarter, so 24-12. Just about staying in touch right now, Croatia.
Yeah, that's a solid quarter for the USA. 24 points, their average is 100, so they're just a bang on for it. But yeah, Croatia have they found a few little holes, which has been good. They're under pressure.
24-12, USA on top of Croatia after one. Nick, the numbers 12-17 for USA. They've missed their threes, which I'm guessing that's not going to continue to be the case.
Was it 1 for 8 for Croatia inside the inside the three-point line? That's just complete intimidation as far as I'm concerned. They're not finding any joy anywhere near that bucket.
Croatia 1 of 8. And also you want to watch the turnovers. Croatia with 8 first quarter turnovers.
That equates to 32 for the game. That's a lot.
That's a lot, and that's how you get a lot of points if the USA off from turnovers. They've gotten 6 of their 24 points off those turnovers. So Poponia's checked into the game. He'll be inbounding in front of us. And it's Zavic as well. Three-pointer's good from Percussion. I'm pretty sure his dad wasn't taking too many threes.
Oh, I like that.
Well, Green.
Baseline drive dunk off 2 feet. That's not bad.
He's definitely got the elevation. Ponya. Green reaches in, creates a little havoc. USA getting on the hardwood, trying to get that. Okoro not able to save it. 4.1 seconds on the shot clock. Here it is again. That last 3 from Percussion. And USA went down the other end and got the dunk. Ah. Quick, oh, good read from Croatia. Now up ahead to Poponia. He's Davic, hits a 3. Well, steal going the other way. He knew the alley-oop pass was coming.
Exactly right, Jeff. He predicted it, and a great response with that three-pointer too.
Brasovic, I think, hit with a foul here. Harmon comes back in for Green. See the Davic three-pointer. Harmon. Coro. Shot is short from Roach. Harmon has it back. Three-point attempt from Coro, no good, but well, you can't let that man alone. Vernon Carey Jr. got to box him out.
You got to get a body on the big fella. That's for sure. That was just one-way traffic.
Caponia. And oh boy, what a swat from Mobley. Harmon for three. And Mobley gets in there, goes up quickly.
The speed, Jeff, you put it nail on the head. The speed that he got the ball in his hands and straight up and dunked it. Evan Mobley, what a game changer he is.
And now it's a 12-point lead. Well, that was a good drive, and USA didn't go for the block on Paponia, so he had a good chance there. Watch this. Offensive rebound, put back. Davic has it up high. Oh, beautiful play once again. So the spots, this time it was Šarić, Victor Šarić. No relation to Dario, by the way. Barnes dumps it down low. Mobley once again.
Yeah, that's just a tough ass to cover. You got Suggs one side, Mobley the other. You cannot guard both of them in that 1-3-1.
Paponia turns it over into the hands of Mobley. USA ran into each other there, but still Mobley gets it. He's blocked up and down. Or was that Carey?
Tough call.
No, it's
no,
Mobley.
There's Mobley, yeah.
Bet you he doesn't have too many shots blocked. That was Percussion that blocked it. And that was the quick two. There's another block. That was the other dunk, rather, from Mobley. So a 12-point game. Šarić pump fake. Well, they had the opening, but Harmon now off to Vernon Carey Jr.
Big trouble, Jeff. You get one shot against the US. You don't get too many second looks, offensive rebounds. Everything's snaffled up pretty quickly. And all of a sudden, you might be in an 8-point game, and you turn around, it's a 16, 14-point game, whatever. Big, quick turnarounds.
Oh, Paponia got in there, and I think it was Carey Jr. that ended up blocking him. Then alley-oop, and it's just a little bit off the pass, I think. He's Davic. Paponia hands it off, and Šarić ended up with an awkward shot. And a lot of it's awkward because of the intimidating factor that they face. And that time the drive, and that was a delayed call, but that was the right call.
You think that was the right call? I thought it was
well, he had his hands on him. Watch him.
Yeah, maybe.
Here.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Well, he had his arm around him.
Yeah, absolutely. My bad.
Victor Šarić.
Take it back.
So what can you tell me about Mr. Barnes? Intriguing player.
Well, University High School, Florida. He's got a lot of schools after him, as all these guys do.
Interesting that you have a high school called University High School.
Yeah.
Makes the first one. So he cashes in on both of those, and you're right, now it's up to 16 and traveling to call.
He slipped into that press, Jeff, so quickly, almost effortlessly, and calls a turnover straight away. Look at this, backing away.
Yeah, he shuffled his feet, didn't he?
Yeah. Just took him by surprise.
Now the pass. Wayne and Bernie Carey Jr.
Interesting out-of-bounds play, Jeff. I saw the Italian team run that in Crete when we were out there.
Oh, another turnover. The press wreaking havoc.
Seems to me maybe the Americans come to these tournaments and pick up ideas from other countries. There's so many things you can pick up from different things different countries run here. See there, Vern Carey powering that one up.
Barnes floats in. And there for the easy putback was Wendell Moore Jr. And before this game gets out of hand, you could argue that it is out of hand. Coach Milkovich calls timeout. Milkovich was a solid shooting guard in his playing days with KK Zagreb. Also played in the under-21 World Cup that Croatia won silver in. They lost the final to USA.
You step out. And then, Scotty, once you pass the ball, you're looking
Speaking of that, World Cup, that was in 2001. USA beat him in that game 89-80. Satam actually. Satam also was when they had the 2006 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Well, he was teammates of Planinic, Mario Stojic, Bruno Sondov, Subotic. So that was a good team there. So Croatia trying to beat the press. Now it should lead to opportunities. Oh, the block. You think that might have been slightly on the way down? That rejection? And boy, they just cover so much.
Yeah, and right now,
ground.
every pass you take, every movement out there is closely checked by the American players. They're just so active.
Oh, good hustle from Gizdavic. And Gizdavic reaches in, commits the steal, or comes up with a steal. But then great hustle from Wendell Moore Jr. to get back. And now Harmon just goes up and attacks and scores. The lead is 22. Gizdavic. Parlow gets it to Šadić. Paponia, shot clock winding down. Oh, beautiful play by Paponia, and he feeds Percussion. Boy, Barnes flies in. There's no stopping that.
No, and especially the way he cups the ball away from the defender. There's a move there from Harmon.
So it was a wonderful play at the other end by Paponia.
Yeah, it was.
In.
I just feel sometimes at this stage of the game, you know, the U.S. can just relax a little bit. The 20 up, 3 to play, and all of a sudden, if you get somebody in with a layup, you're not going to go flying in to block the shot. Perhaps it was a close game. But they've opened up. Nobody's got close to him so far. It's the 5th game in a row. Nobody's got close to this team.
We were wondering early on when France were playing today, maybe.
France will take him close, Jeff. I'm telling you now, France will take him close because they can control the game at the guard position. That'll be Canada's problem tomorrow. Can they control the game
with the guards
at that guard position?
Of course, France have to win to get there against Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
By the way, that'll be Puerto Rico's first semifinal. So that was another reason why they were so happy after. There we go. After their victory. Suggs, did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. Cashing all. He just couldn't stop him. Couldn't stop Stewart.
Outstanding work from Stewart. That is just
workmanlike.
Yeah.
Goulin now for Cashin. It's tough to know what to do against this USA team. Suggs to Barnes. Again, this time the finish by Wendell Moore Jr. They are keeping the scoreboard ticking over right now, the USA. He's Davic back to Percussion. Takes his time and it's a good player against Davic. Again, Wendell Moore. Rejection from behind by Weems.
Well, Showalter's definitely shown them how they can play in the trapping defense. That's for sure.
And Stewart is fouled as he goes up for the shot.
So Jeff, I'd be surprised if Showalter shows any more of this now. You know, because he knows he's got some games to come, 2 more games to the gold medal. You don't want to show everything you've got because they have just turned up a notch in this press. I've been really impressed with Isaiah Stewart. Now, he hasn't had to do too much in terms of finesse work, but my word, he's got for an under 17, he's got a fair old body. He, athletic to boot. Here's that press again, Jeff. Look, 1-2-1-1.
Bosniak gets the pass across midcourt in time.
So if the USA go on to win this to play Canada tomorrow, there's going to be some revenge on the table from last summer, right?
Yeah. On this evidence,
yeah,
you fear for Canada. If
it's not going to be easy, they're going to be pressing the whole game. They're going to want to run it right back at Canada from last year.
Even though it's different players, different teams, same countries. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
national teams.
And that was a tough loss to take last year, wasn't it? You were there. That wasn't an easy one to swallow.
I didn't take it that hard, but it was. You're right. Oh, you mean for the USA it was tough?
I don't know what country you actually belong to anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an American. There's a spin move from Green, gets it back over to Mobley. Stewart, look at him push the ball out, and then Okoro just drives in, puts it up off the glass and in. What I like about this USA team is they play hard.
Yeah,
I mean, they are playing hard right now. Look at that.
And all credit to them, because you don't see American teams press very often because they don't need to. But they're 30 up and they're just getting warmed up for tomorrow. Because the reason they're keeping on the press now for 30, because they just want to make sure everybody's got it all ready for tomorrow's game.
Stewart scores down low. The lead is 30. Parlow.
32, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You're right. 32. It's 30 plus 2.
What was it? Was it 8 point at the end of the first quarter? I can't remember. No, it was 12, wasn't it? It was 24-12.
Yeah,
so they've gone
24-12.
30-10 this quarter.
Well, Suggs just took it right away. He goes in for the two-handed jam.
Straight into the press. Mobley up top. Gets the deflection and the turnover.
Oh, and into Mobley for the jam. That was from half court. That was almost traveling. Well, maybe it was traveling, and Bosniak reaches in and commits the foul. Excuse me, Suggs commits the foul on Bosniak.
And no sign of the press being pulled off. Well, there's 14 seconds left, so I guess.
You could have any of these players on your team, your USA team, say like at a big-time college. Which one would it be?
Which would you go for?
26-5 fast break points.
Yeah.
Which one would you go for?
I like Stewart.
That's a tough choice. Oh, look at that. Great play, great steal. And Green goes in for the dunk.
I like Stewart, I like Mobley, Carey I like.
And into Mobley!
The bench is up. The American bench is all up. They're enjoying this one.
Well, some chance of USA.
Jeff, there's a reason. They're up by 40 at halftime, all right? So there's a reason this press has been put on for so long.
Prasevich misses right at the end. Tell me what it is.
I just think it's just warming up for tomorrow.
Okay.
I seriously think that's what they're doing because, that, there's no reason to press when you're 30 points up. But they went from 30 to 43 in the space of, I'm guessing, a minute and a half.
Well, the good news for Canada is they're able to sit here and watch it.
Yeah.
We're at halftime, folks. 63-22, USA on top. So you think that they're warming up. Meanwhile, Canada is sitting back thinking, that's okay, we've got a chance now. We're going to take advantage of the fact that we can watch this. USA shoots 74%. Some stats are irrelevant. Like
Croatia have only taken 28 shots in the game. 28. And how many Americans take? Sorry, I didn't get the numbers, but you take 28 shots and your opponents have taken, tell me, Jeff, give me the numbers.
5 blocks,
18 turnovers.
48.
28 to 48 is the discrepancy in number of shots taken. And turnovers were 18, was it? 18 to 4 for Croatia. Croatia got 18 turnovers, I think, to 4 for the year.
Croatia's got 18, yes.
Yeah. 18 against 4, it's amazing.
So they had 8 at the end of the first half. And is this a case of Croatia not ready for the press, or they just simply can't?
So you've seen the Americans play many years now at this junior level. Like I say, you never really get to see them press because they don't need to. So we've seen them press now for the last 7 or 8 minutes of this second quarter, and it's been, like I said, it's a 40-point game at halftime. Equate that to an 80-point victory at the end of this. So they pressed every game they would, but they don't press out of respect for the opposition. Yeah. So therefore, why are you pressing now? I just think it's getting ready for the next 2 games where they're going to blow everybody off the floor. And tomorrow is going to start tomorrow with Canada.
Right. So you think that they're just like,
well, like I say, R-E-V-E-N-G-E. There's revenge on the plate from last year.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that it gets. I was in St. Catharines, FIBA Americas, USA Canada final, and that was a 40-point game. And it just went. And they were there to make an impact against Canada for sure.
Well, it'll be interesting. Still got 20 minutes to go in this one. USA on top 63-22 at halftime. We'll be right back.
Tiene un paso con la. Está agarrando la remera. Se está llevando casi una remera. A ver, dale. A ver. Ahí va. Gas. Dale otro, dale. Va. Dale. Lucio
63-22. The United States are rolling right now. They really turned it up a notch in the second quarter against Croatia, stretched what had been a 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter to 63-22. So 41 points, and you know, it's just been a great example of what they like to do. They like to get out and play some transition basketball. They like to turn games with their defense, and once they get off to the races, you know, you're not going to bring them back in. I mean, that's the bottom line. Once they were running and once they got up, and now it's going to take something extraordinary for Croatia. Let's put it mildly.
Yeah, and I go back to what I said before halftime. Most of the time you see the States play, they don't need a press, you know, but because the problems come in the half court, because you have a hard time making the next pass, and all the block shots they come up with when you go up for one shot and you're one and done, you don't get offensive rebounds. But now I say this full court press has just been turnover, and then when you get into that situation of playing against the press, you want to hurry up, so you're looking for quick shots down the other end because you might have a 3-on-2, and all of a sudden you get shots blocked easily, and they're in a running race down the other end. It's just a greyhound track meet.
I have to say, this USA team, some of the guys some of those other USA teams that we were watching were really, how do I put it? I won't say brash, but boy, they were really getting after you. And this seems to be more of a reserved USA team. Their celebrations are somewhat contained a little bit.
Yeah. They're under.
It's almost like they've toned it down a tad.
Yeah, understated maybe. Yeah, they're a bit more humble. Might be a good word.
Yeah, maybe humble. I mean, it's kind of nice. And speaking of humble, you know, while they've been here in Santa Fe, it's funny. That's a nice lead-in. I appreciate that. You know, this USA team took advantage of their day away from the hotel or whatever when they had some time to go visit an orphanage.
Yeah, wonderful. I just read that just now. It's just a wonderful thing to do when you come to these places. You realize that the advantages these kids have of traveling around the world, that there's plenty of people around us that don't have those advantages. And displaying that level of gratitude for what you've got, and the humility to go and offer whatever you can offer kids in that sort of predicament of not having parents around.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, and apparently it's been like the highlight of their trip, because one of the highlights.
Yeah. No, hats off to people who go out of their way to find different ways to make an impact in people's lives, and it's all part of sport.
Well, it is, and you know what? That is a responsibility that players like Weems, like Vernon Carey, like Roach, like Harmon, all, you know, it comes with the territory. If they're going to be celebrities and what have you, which most certainly they will be.
Yeah.
They're going to spend a lot of time doing things like that, charitable works, whatever. Right now we're underway here in Santa Fe, and
notice, Jeff, they're going to take the press off. He's just going to stay in the half court. I think job done in terms of getting that press well oiled.
Well, good strong move that time by Prakash.
He's been interesting character, hasn't he, Prakash, today? Rocco Prakash, sort of that little knack to get to the hoop. He's been the pick of the players for Croatia.
Roach.
Still yet to hit a three-pointer, though.
I've liked Gizdavic, even though he's turned it over, but I just feel like the pressure that he's experienced has been extraordinary, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been
I don't think it's possible that he couldn't have turned it over. That was Prasovic, and now Wozniak. Good box out by Roach. Did you see that?
Yeah, you got to be a bit more active than that. I mean, to escape that sort of box out, it was very static, Prasovic.
His dad would have benched him for that. He's quite a taskmaster, isn't he?
It wasn't much. Coach Prasovic didn't bench players for. I know he used to get on Nando De Colo, right? Did big time when he was at Valencia, didn't he?
Used to get on everybody.
Yeah.
But
made you a better player.
He got results. Percussion. And Gdavic tried to reach around Harmon, but he just sprinted up the court like the Blur. And now Weems gets it in the lane and puts it up and in. I think what often happens when the USA come to these youth tournaments is people marvel, and I'm including myself when I say that how good, how athletic already these guys are.
Yeah.
At the under-17 level. And that is a credit to them, because these guys have worked awfully hard. Here's more driving in, putting it up off the glass.
You make a good point, but you have to go down to the number of, not only they got the best setup in terms of developing players, but the volume of players playing as well. It's phenomenal.
Well, it's just competition, and this is the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
If they've gotten to this point. Guilin, ball goes out of bounds.
And I'll give you another element, Jeff, is that in the US, you get into weight programs a lot quicker. There's a lot more emphasis put onto weight development at the younger age. And you can see the development of these American players. There's a lot of power boys.
Percussion. Yeah.
Parasovic, that was it? Oh, Percussion again, yeah.
Percussion, yeah. I wouldn't say, yeah, I mean, these guys are, what would you say, wire strong in some, it's not all the muscles, but nice drive, Weems.
Yeah, they got physically.
I mean, I remember Diamond Stone, he was well chiseled.
Well, look at Isaiah Stewart. They don't grow shoulders like that on trees, do they?
No.
That's a big boy.
Cassim outside. Gdavic now, guarded by Green. And did not get it off. Carlo.
Again, the defense is just stifling, isn't it?
Suffocating.
Wonderful stuff.
This is good for Croatia. I mean, believe it or not. It should be. If it doesn't kill them, it'll make them stronger, right?
Hey, you can only get better when you play against better people, can't you? That's for sure. Better players, better teams.
And just a powerful move from Vernon Carey Jr. Well, that was a good move from Gdavic. And Parlo misses. Roach. Explosive Roach, isn't he? Now Barnes. That's a mismatch.
Offensive foul, Jeff. I'm not sure what
Oh,
Roach
Roach?
did. Yeah, I'm not sure what he did. So look, here's the replay. Left hand.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. He held him. He didn't necessarily hook him, but he extended his arm, and I think he kind of grabbed him so fast I didn't see it in live action. Percussion. Oh, nice jump hook.
Got all 6 points for Croatia this second half. They had 22 at the break. The only player really able to put the ball in the hoop with any consistency
has been Percussion.
Yep.
There's Green. All the American players seem to have the capacity. Barnes drives in to beat their guy to go baseline.
Yeah. Just you got a foul in here. Innate quickness, Jeff. Just that first step, so quick, and the ability. They all dribble very well as well. Very coordinated.
Well, a foul was called.
I think it was by Percussion. Oh, no, maybe no, it was after that. Oh, Percussion put his hand up. Yeah.
For some reason, nobody heard the whistle. Well, we found the chink in the armor of the USA. Missed a free throw.
Put them on the line.
Just 5 of 9. I'd make them run after this. How dare you? No, he's got a talented group.
Like you say, Jeff, you compare it to that 214 group.
Yeah.
And the 216 group. Maybe not the same, but I don't know. It's who's to say, really?
Well, I'm just thinking in terms of demeanor, character.
Yeah.
And good, strong move from Bosniak. Gets it back to 41.
I would say Harry Giles came into that tournament in 214 with a lot of pub, right? A lot of publicity.
Yep.
Same with Tatum.
Jason Tatum, yeah.
Diamond Stone.
Josh
Oh,
Jackson.
my goodness me, that was going to be yeah, Josh Jackson, another one.
Malik Newman as well. Now pass goes out of bounds. Was he in that team, Malik Newman?
Yeah. Malik Newman was your MVP.
They were just, so, and it's not to say that these guys aren't as good as them. I mean, I don't know if you were to put this team up against that team 4 years ago. It's interesting to think about these things, isn't it? Oh, the turnover, Suggs. How good is he, and how good is Mobley?
He's got an older brother, Isaiah Mobley, who's just as good. They call him a point forward. Same wingspan.
Oh, Parlow tried to make the bounce pass, but Vernon Carey Jr. was waiting for it. Well, Mobley's, you know, talking about the players that you would have in your team, I'm intrigued by him.
I agree, Jeff. He's an interesting prospect, that's for sure. Like Carey, Stewart, Mobley, they're all shoo-ins for stardom, that's for sure. And Scotty Barnes here too. I love the way he moves.
That was almost unsportsmanlike, and I think Don Showalter's got it right because he wasn't playing the ball. He was just grabbing his jersey as he goes past. Look at that. That's unsportsmanlike, surely. Oh, Suggs. And I like Suggs, actually. Yeah. I like his toughness. Barnes reaches in, knocks it away. Does it not seem like every single player in this USA team is outstanding defensively? I mean,
yeah.
If you beat one guy, you got to beat the next guy.
Exactly
No
right.
chance.
Yeah.
If you beat one guy, you're doing great. But you know what? You got to beat two, you got to beat three, you got to beat four. Somebody's always covering. And this guy right here, Mobley, I really, he's got that quick jump. Look at his length. I mean, he's, you know, the obvious thing that you look at him and you're like, how's he going to fare against a really big, strong guy? Like, say, for example, if he's going up against Vernon Carey, and Vernon Carey goes up and scores with the reverse layup.
Like I said, if they get to play France, then that will be, Suggs just.
Well, Suggs almost came over to us. He passes up ahead.
Definitely something wrong with his wrist, Jeff. He's got it bandaged now. Did that the first half, remember? Left wrist there.
Yeah, I see it. And Vernon Carey Jr. runs all the way behind, all the way behind press row, and then comes back out. I have never seen that. I love it. I don't think the guy, I mean, maybe one of those guys should have helped him out a little bit there instead of making him do all that work. Parlow makes the pass. Now Percussion, let's see if he can hit this one. Soft shot, but no. And Mobley comes down, and now Okoro saves it. Just in time. Pass inside to Barnes, who scores and will go to the line.
A great cut from Barnes, and Mobley, that ability to just turn away from that post position. There's Barnes cutting in, copes with the contact.
Now, Mobley has 11 points, 6 rebounds, and now he's got 3 assists. He's also got a steal and a block. Barnes, meanwhile, right across the board stats as well. Misses, and look at that. Mobley goes up and taps it in.
Mobley's missed 4 shots in 4 games coming into this game. I don't know if he's missed today.
Look at Vernon Carey Jr.
He's that press again.
Defensive back intercepts it, gets it to Mobley. And Mobley should point at Vernon Carey Jr. and say thank you for that. Goodness me. That is impressive stuff. Look at that with his left hand. So Mobley with 13 points now. He's leading all scores. Wow. And now you see why I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And how many of his points have come off dunks? All but one?
That's a good question, Jeff. I think most.
He's 1 of 1 at the line.
I can't remember. I'm trying to think of a play he made where he just laid it up.
Lead now has ballooned to 81-50.
Scotty, that was a great cut. The open area.
Sorry, 81-30. It's a 51-point lead.
See, that's basketball.
Brain playing.
Make the cuts, find the open areas,
playing tricks on me.
and play for each other. 3 and 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6.
You know, the Croatian players, they come from a different basketball school, obviously, and the Americans. And you talk about the sheer numbers that you have in the U.S.
Yeah.
But you could use that for other sports as well, sheer numbers. And, well you got other round ball sports where we're not dominating the world.
Well, you know, one thing in the build-up to that statement about having the volume is that they've got the infrastructure too, haven't they? The coaching, the
coaching's
the level of competition.
What I like about the USA basketball setup is with Showalter is how clearly he's a perfect fit for this position. So they've just let him get on with it.
I wonder whether he'll retire first or he'll get beaten first. Will he retire unbeaten from this championship? This is pretty. It'll be 5 years in a row if they go all the way here. I still think France might. Canada might give him a go.
Well, you live in Canada. That's why you say that. No, I think they will. There's Barnes with the rebound. Suggs again, hands it off. And look at Carey running the floor and making the pass. Barnes. Oh, and the windmill from Barnes.
Yeah, he liked that, didn't he? Nice little cut behind the back of that zone. I mean, they're dunking on zones, Jeff.
And Parasovic this time doesn't get it, but Okoro does. And now the drive and the finish from Barnes. Back-to-back baskets.
Yeah, he's tough. Scotty Barnes is tough. He's got that mean look about him. Doesn't matter what makes an now one. He's just still looking a bit mean and grisly.
What I really like about this USA team is they're playing together on defense and they are passing the ball. I mean, they're passing is sublime.
Yeah. They don't care. They just somebody else's success is their success.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're going to pick a team, and I think, you know, in some ways, I'm sure that's it. They want players who can celebrate everybody else's success. You're away from, oh, look at this.
Now Papania gets rid of it, and Barnes. Papania lost control. So back to the bench. Here it is again, Papania. What does he go wrong there? He's got it up. It's not where he went wrong. It's where Croatia went wrong.
Well,
Nobody came back to him.
Yeah, you let that double team come into you without a dribble, you're dead in the water, aren't you?
88-30.
Možemo preći preko polja. Ne možemo 3 puta za redom preći. A? Čemu dribling? Dribling popraviti samo kut dodavanja. Rekao sam, igrači, pokažite se. Šika malo aktivniji.
Points off turnovers, 38. So if they could have just cut that out, they'd still be up 50-30. 38 points off turnovers.
The results, right? They went to work on China the first day. China had 9 points. 40 to 8 at the end of the first period, so 115-37. Then they win by 57 against Mali. Then by 32 against Serbia. That was close. And Dominican Republic was 43. This is going to be their biggest victory here. If Croatia's not careful, this will be the biggest. Now it's a half-court trap here. So they're going full court, three-quarter now they're half-court trap. They're going through the whole array of defenses.
One shot and that's it for Croatia. Said that before today. Mobley now. Suggs. They get it back. Stewart. Barnes comes out. Here's the applause. Argentinian fans appreciating the effort. And Stewart is back in. You can see doing his yeoman's work.
You know, Evan Mobley at the top of this 3-2. That's a huge front to that zone. Nice shot.
That's Gulen.
A second three for him, I think, isn't it? And a big one in the first half.
Right at the end of the third quarter, and Suggs isn't aware of it. So they fell asleep, but at the end of the day, you're up 50 points or whatever, 55. So 88 to 33, USA on top. At the end of three quarters.
Stats there, Jeff. 72%. Look at the number of shots Croatia have taken. 41 against 68 for the U.S. That's again big difference. 27 shots.
57 shots for the U.S.
67. 57. My math bang.
57. I know, 68. You're right. What was I looking at?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And Croatia have shot what? 40.
I was looking at. I was looking at that.
The twos, right?
The twos, yeah, sorry.
So I had the twos and threes together.
Yeah, 68. It's a bit disappointing the USA has not hit a three-pointer.
No.
It hasn't even come into their play, really. They're 0 of 11.
The Stato boys are going searching for the record book to see when's the last time the USA team did not make a three-pointer in a game.
You could tell somebody, I can't believe this, but the USA shot 6 of 13 from the free throw line, and they were 0 of 11. They were terrible. But it turns out they're winning 88 to 33. So
there's a bit of respite here for the Croatians because USA are in a zone. Whoa, look out.
And that ball goes over, and that man that was just walking past is lucky. He didn't mess up his hair. So where do you go from here for the USA? Just continue to execute? Just
keep wearing them down. You got to keep up the intensity. Don't relax anything.
Green's getting some minutes here. Now Mobley.
Will he shoot a three? He's on the perimeter.
I'd like to see if Mobley's got a jump shot. Here's Green. Stewart with the rebound. And then Green drives in, puts it off the glass.
He's taking no prisoners on that drive, was he? He was head down, full speed. And a one-and-done jump shot. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
And Okoro was fouled. So Cordero goes to the line. You know, there's a social media. There's something out on Jalen Suggs having taken 1,000 shots a day since he was 5 years old.
There you go.
But he hasn't taken that many today, strangely.
Back to the hotel, make up for it. Jacking up a few in the outdoor court they probably got over there. Might be freezing cold, I'll tell you.
You got to do what you got to do. Bounce pass, and Mobley. Oh, this time he was challenged.
I don't know how the referees could let him get away with hanging on the rim for and how there wasn't a foul. Mobley's has a look at the referee. Say, where's my call, ref?
Gulen, another three for him. Nice one.
One of them might go back man to man. They don't want Croatia finishing this game with momentum from the three-point line.
Three-pointer's good. So Green adds to his tally. And using the glass, Rasic. And Berlin called for a foul there. This was Green's three-pointer.
First of the game for the U.S. too.
It was indeed. How did that? Should have made more of a big deal out of that.
I was waiting patiently.
Ball turns over. Still can't get over that Mobley had his shot blocked. Boy, I mean, that was Prasevich short. Croatia not getting more than one shot if they get a shot.
How many offensive rebounds they got,
one.
Jeff? You got the stats there? Come on, stop hogging those stats.
5.
5, okay.
That seems high to me. Green, three-pointer. Well, Rasic.
Well, and ever since the USA have gone to this zone, it's given the Croatian shooters a bit more confidence, a bit more comfort zone.
A way of attacking. Now quickly off the miss. Doesn't allow the USA to set up their press. Here's Davic. Here's Davic for three. And, well, Sandro Rasic has impressed me. 3 straight. He scored Croatia's last 3 baskets. Just coming into the game.
They done well.
He was low on the depth chart, but has finally gotten in. 97-43. Green. Green's numbers just keep going up and away, don't they?
If you mentioned Rudin went out in the first 2 or 3 minutes, he's not come back in at all, has he?
Yeah, is that just
Maybe no, it's got to be an injury or something. Okay. He's with Bayern Munich too, so it must be something And he's pushing 30 minutes a game, 14 points, 6 rebounds. So he's one of the top players.
Yeah, it has to be an injury. Kuzdavic is out. Paponia back in. Back over to Green. 3. Boy, he's like a machine, isn't he?
He's 3 of 3, isn't he now? In the last, well, this quarter definitely.
He's got 17 points, and yeah, 3 of 5, 3 of 6 from three-point range.
Yeah.
Stepped out of bounds. Goodness me. Prasovic. There's Green, and that was, you know, that was about half a meter behind the arc. Here he is again, same spot. Passes it. Here he is, closer to the corner.
Ooh.
Another one.
Ouch.
20 points.
Nice shooter.
4 of 7 from deep. Yeah, there once was a time when the USA didn't have any threes, and then Green came into the game.
Well, he's 6 of 23 coming into the games. It's not like he's been on fire throughout the tournament. That's a good old showing today. 4 of 7.
Great defense from Weems, but nice follow through from Prasovic. Roach goes all the way to the other end, misses. Tell you, this arena here in Santa Fe is something else, isn't it? I mean, we talk about how cold it is.
Yeah.
Because it's winter in Argentina. And but you feel like there's a real kind of
the steep sides of the stands. Just
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, immediately right when we walked in, we're like, wow, we're somewhere important. Rashid, he had been shooting the ball well before that. Harmon spins, gets in, puts it up, and in.
Tough move. Devian Harmon, that's just a nice spin. I think the crowd appreciated it too.
Windemore Jr. is going to come back in with
a few friends.
Barnes, with Isaac Coro. Suggs is coming back in. Green steps back for 3. Good. Wow.
5 of 5 this quarter, Jeff. Sort of subs coming from the bench saying I better get some more shots in.
Under 4 minutes remain, like 3:40. Bounce pass, good play. Didn't finish, Bosniak.
I guess he's going to shoot another one if he gets a chance.
Mobley showing us some ball handling there. And here's Suggs. Oh, goodness me. Green is...
Jeff, you talked about Mobley's ball handling. Evan Mobley his older brother is a point forward, so he's got that ability, the same sort of length to play the point guard position.
Paponia. Prasovic goes off his head, but thankfully Paponia is there. Good pass. Bosniak for 3. Prasovic gets it back, misses, and Rasic continues to score.
Interesting. Coach looks at that score sheet tonight, the box score. Young Rasic with a few points on there.
Here's Green again. I think Green's decided he wants to lead the scoring tonight. He's got 25.
Wow. 2 more coming here. I'm going to guess, Jeff, that's the highest by any USA player on this trip, because they don't get much chance to really knock some numbers up because they play such limited minutes. They all play about the same number of minutes, don't they? You spread it through the games.
Well, he had 4 at halftime, so he's had 21 points
in his fourth quarter, right? Because he's hit 5 threes his fourth quarter.
15, yeah. Let's see if I've got my
third period one.
No, I don't seem to have the third period scores stats. Oh yeah, dude. Sorry, right here. So he had 8 points after. No, excuse me. No, he had 4 points. You're right.
I'm not very rarely wrong, but
that's incredible.
Yeah, 5 of 5 from the three-point line.
So he finishes. So he's probably played his last. So 23 points with those free throws in the fourth quarter. That's impressive.
No, 27.
Yeah, but
23. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
With the follow,
which I'm guessing is a USA record. I mean, they keep their records fairly
up to date.
They're up on their records, that's for sure.
Good move by Šarić to finish. Absorbs the contact.
They didn't blow offensive on that, did they?
Not sure why he's going up to having a word with Šarić, the referee, out of the camera.
Double-double for Weems, Jeff. 11 rebounds with his 10 points.
I can see Šarić was almost stuck an elbow into Okoro there, that rebound, because Okoro was there's a lot of stuff that goes on out there in the court that we don't really catch. Here you see. Now that pass intercepted by Okoro. Here comes Barnes. Oh, and Barnes was trying to
coming your way.
He was trying to end the game with an emphatic dunk.
He's not going to smile either. Jalen Suggs is trying to get a smile out of him, but no, it ain't happening.
Gulen. This is now Barnes again. He's going to try it again. Goes in and finishes strong this time.
Barnes got 15 for the game.
He's got 15 now, yeah.
8 rebounds. 2 assists.
2 assists, 2 steals. I just realized you didn't bring your computer, but I thought you had one.
Don't remind me.
Here's Barnes and does not convert it, but that doesn't mean that he can't follow up. 2 for the price of 1.
This is a 73-point hammering. So they beat China by 78.
Would like to surpass that. Here comes Šarić. And even that, he wasn't able to finish. And now to Okoro for the dunk. Okoro looked at the camera. Oh, nice answer that time from
Šarić.
Šarić, yeah. Limited minutes.
Oh, Suggs almost gets it down 1, 2.
24 to 52. You could see a heavy defeat coming eventually after in that second quarter, but I don't think you would have envisioned this big of a margin.
No. Well, I mean, what was the halftime? It's 40 points at halftime, so you double that, it's 80. But it's 70, 73 now. It's close. Banked it.
Bank is open.
Yeah.
This time of night. Interesting. We are at nighttime here. Now, final seconds ticking off the clock. So it's left Skarica hanging over there. He's going to shake his hand. Milkovic goes to shake the hands as does Showalter. Well, Showalter, he has to like his team's chances of going all the way again. They are rolling.
También es semifinalista del torneo del Mundial U17 organizado por FIBA World Cup 2018. Mañana vamos a tener una jornada bárbara.
Well, they came in to get gold, Jeff. They're 2 games away from it now. And unfortunately for the other 3 teams, the semi-final, the bit between the teeth. I mean, that's just a completely emphatic victory.
126-52. The USA win it over Croatia. They are in the semifinals. Well, Canada, I hope you're getting a good look at them because this is the team that you're going to have to take on next, and it's not going to be an easy task. And USA having some dancing as they leave the court. Not to show anybody up, I think they're just having a good time. 126-52. And the stats speak for themselves if you look at the shots inside the arc, and then once Green started going from 3-point range, not only
Croatia found their feet from the 3-point line that 4th quarter too, so it could have been a lot worse. "30 turnovers for Croatia, Jeff. It was on the cards, wasn't it, after the first 10 minutes when they had 8. And it never got really any better. Green, 27 points. We just see where Green's 27 stand in the all-time history of under-17s for the USA. I'm going to get to my stats book as soon as we get back to the hotel and dig that one out. And especially points in a quarter. 23 and a quarter was pretty special.
Suggs had the 5 steals.
And 126 is the highest performance of the tournament too.
These Croatian players will, I mean, the reality is that some of these guys will go on to have NBA careers from this USA team, and they will be special players, I'm guessing. So at least they can know that they're playing against guys tonight that are gonna.
Oh yeah.
They're the best of the best.
You're absolutely right there.
And they've kind of been put on notice that if they aspire to play at that level, that's what they have to compete against. And they've had plenty of Croatians as well that have reached the highest level. I mean, Toni Kukoc, Dino Raja is going to the Hall of Fame. Drazen Petrovic, obviously, yeah, another one. You got some big-time players over there now. Bojan Bogdanovic and Šarić.
And there's Onion.
And they more than hold their own. I mean, they're solid.
Oh,
they're outstanding players.
They're either starting or first off the bench or second off the bench. They are big contributors, those 3. Absolutely. And the Sixers next year with Šarić is going to be a real force. They're going to get better and better.
So, but these USA teams show up at these tournaments and usually are ready to just storm through the tournament, and that's what they did tonight. They just absolutely demolished, just cut through this Croatian team like is it a scythe?
A knife through butter.
A knife through butter. Okay.
There you go. Or a scythe through butter.
A scythe through butter, or scythe through wheat.
Scythe through wheat. Yeah.
So we've done 4 quarterfinals today, and it's been a pleasure as you look at the remainder of these highlights, remembering Canada won the first quarterfinal against Australia, and we saw France win. That was an impressive win for France. We saw Puerto Rico win big, and now we've seen the United States win. Well, if this is a big win, then Puerto Rico's 51 was like a nail by close game. Yeah. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. More action coming your way tomorrow here from Santa Fe, Argentina. For McBeth, I'm Jeff Taylor, signing off.